Hello, leaders. Welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges, the daily show that provides tips and techniques to help you navigate the leadership challenges you face every day. I'm your host, Paul Grau Jr. from the CLC Team, and we work primarily with military leaders to help them be the absolute best leader they can be. Our primary goal here is to help you lead from your very best self. Because let's face it, everyone deserves a great leader. So let's jump right into today's topic. So today I want to talk about the power of purpose. Now, I recently heard a quote, or actually I read this quote on LinkedIn from a buddy of mine, and his name is Joshua Evans. And he had a post yesterday, actually, and it said, "You can't lose your sense of purpose. It just becomes overshadowed by the day-to-day minutia. Your purpose is waiting to be reclaimed." Man, I thought about that and I read that and I was like, wow, I've never thought about purpose that way, but it's so true. I mean, think about it. We have a tendency to bury our purpose and get so entrenched in the daily crap that we deal with. All that noise that's going on all around us. And we lose sight of what our purpose is. Heck, we even forget about it or simply start to disregard it. We even sometimes start to doubt whether or not it's even our purpose any longer. Well, like Josh says, you can't lose your sense of purpose. It's always with us. And, we just can't forget about our purpose because it's very powerful when we live it out daily. You see, purpose motivates you. Purpose motivates you to just get going, even on bad days. Purpose picks you up. It brightens your spirits. And, it's the enthusiasm that we kind of give off to the other people around us. Purpose also allows us to keep our priorities straight and do the most important things in our life, the things that we were actually made to do, the things that we do better than anybody else. Purpose also gives us satisfaction while we're living it out. Think about it this way. You not only get satisfaction when you're living it out and working in something where you can live out your purpose, but you also have satisfaction at the end of the day. I mean, you finish that day knowing that you did exactly what you're supposed to do that day. I think the reason that a lot of people are so burned out and feel like they are totally out of balance is that they simply are not living out their purpose. Just think about that. I know there have been several times in my military career that, I was so burned out. I mean, I gave it everything I had and I was good at it. I was successful at every job I had in the military. However, at the end of the day, I was so burned out. And that's because some of the jobs that I had just did not align up to my purpose. And then I think back on the times where I was right in alignment with my purpose and I was doing the things every day. And I was like on fire all day long. And at the end of the day, even if I worked a 12 or a 16-hour day, I was still raring to go when I got home. That happens to me now when I get teaching and when I make these podcasts and when I do TikToks. I love doing this stuff. I love talking about leadership, and I love just firing other people up for leadership as well. So today I want to give you a couple action steps. In lieu of all this, I looked up kind of ways to find your purpose. And I found an article in Psychology Today, and it lays out 5 steps to find your purpose. So the first thing it says, find out what drives you. What really drives you? What really picks you up and just drives you? Just even when you're tired, you'll do it. So one way to find your purpose, it says to ask yourself, what pain or injustice or unhappiness have you witnessed that you just can't live with? Is there anything that touches you so deeply that it drives you? Often a powerful purpose can come from powerful pain. Man, that's so true. Step 2, it says to find out what energizes you. And it also goes on to say, to find your life purpose, ask yourself, what energizes you? Now, this is a lot like what drives you, but what energizes you is you might be really tired and all of a sudden the opportunity comes along for you to do something and you perk right up. That's a good sign that you're onto something there. All right, so step 3, it says find out what you are willing to sacrifice for. Ask yourself, what are you willing to sacrifice for? What are you willing to give things up to protect that? Step 4, it says find out who you want to help. And it goes on to say, to find your life purpose, ask yourself, who do you want to help? And it says here, it's up to you to find out who exactly you want to help. That's kind of how I started working with military leaders, is because it resonated with me. I know their lingo. I know the things that they're going through because I've been there and I've done that. Step 5, finally, is find out how you want to help. Ask yourself, what do you love to do? And how do you apply this passion to your purpose? The article says to find out your purpose, you need to figure out how you can best use your passions and skills to achieve your unique goals and solve your unique problems. So that's it. 5 steps to find your purpose in life. Chances are you're going to want to go back and kind of listen to this, but I'm telling you, when you're living out your purpose, you're not going to feel that burnout. You're not going to feel like your life is out of balance. You're going to have that perfect work-life balance that everybody talks so much about, because whether you're working or not working, when you're living out your purpose, you have that total satisfaction. Hey, as always, thank you for listening. So we have some big things going on here with our online membership group for leaders. It's actually growing, and we're adding a new group specifically for military leaders. Now, we're still working out all the details and bonuses that will be included. But for now, please help us spread the word. This group will be a place where military leaders can learn new skills, refine older skills, and have deep discussions with like-minded leaders who actually get exactly where other military leaders are coming from. We're going to tap into everyone's expertise, and the group members will help bring out the very best in each other. So keep tuned in, and please be sure to let any military leader that you know about this group, and that will be up and running very, very soon. This is going to be different than any other leadership development group out there. So be ready and, man, get excited. Hey, that's it for today. And until tomorrow, run to your challenges.